So if you guys want to learn how to trade options, purchase my ebook located at wordly41.gumroad.com. And if you want to look for stocks that are currently on sale, use this free screener. It's called finviz.com. And if you're looking for volatile options or options with volume, use this website called barchart.com. And basically going over some stuff that is going on recently. So the U.S. has brought in $21 billion in tariffs since President Trump returned to office in January. But since February, U.S. stocks have erased $10 trillion in market value. And don't forget, over 54% of Americans have retirement accounts tied to the markets. The U.S. dollar plunged in 2025. This is the worst decline since 2003. And basically the tariffs are basically, but everything, put tariffs on everything, but everything is exempt. So basically another thing is that ASML stumbles as tariffs threaten global chip boom. And basically today, U.S. stocks lost over $1.5 trillion in market value today. This happens to occur due to the current trade war that is still looming over the market. And basically, Jay Powell spoke today, and basically he says Jay Powell sees higher inflation, slower growth thanks to tariffs. And so basically that is pretty much it for the news of currently today. So basically, how did I make $1,450 trading Google put options? So looking at Google, right? So let's see, Google. April 4th, 1349. April 4th, 1349. April 4th, 1349. 1349. That one. So this candle right here. So basically, I bought Google put options as soon as Google approached the 9-day moving average. And the reason I bought Google put options as soon as it approached the 9-day moving average was because these previous candles were having trouble breaking the 50-day moving average right here, the 10, the 1030, the 1130 candle, right? Had trouble. And then you can see these candles right here, the 12, the 1230, and the 13 candle. Tried breaking above the 20-day moving average and was kind of resisting. It couldn't go over it. And so when I bought, Google put options here, my idea was like, okay, if, it approaches the 9-day moving average, is most likely going to get rejected. And if Google decides to go any higher and touches the 50-day moving average, I'll just buy more Google put options. That way my average won't be in a bad spot. So I sold out at 1432. 1432. So basically within that same day, let's see, 1432. Is this candle? No, 1432. So this candle right here. So basically after, just patiently waiting, I sold out at this candle right here, the 15 candle. And basically the move was to patiently wait and see if could Google reach the 50-day moving average, get rejected by it, and see further momentum towards the downside. That didn't happen, but you can see that the next candle tried, staying above the 9-day moving average, completely failed. And then the 15 candle, went below the 9 and 20-day moving average. So when I saw the opportunity, I sold out the position. I made a gain of $1,450 just trading a couple of Google put options. So it was a pretty easy trade. It did take a little bit, but it is what it is. And so basically looking at the overall market, right? basically the today on the 30-minute time chart, you can see that SPY was doing somewhat right, but not really. It opened in the pre-market, it was doing pretty good. Then it went down below most of the moving averages, and then once again around 10:30, it had a surge to the upside. But then you can see that the 11:30 candle and the 12 candle tried both breaking above the 180-day moving average. Both candles got rejected, so it just saw further downwards momentum. And then you can see like this huge move towards the downside. This is when I'm pretty sure this is when Jerome Powell spoke around this is, what is it, this is 12, 13 is 1, so around 2, I guess 2 o'clock Jerome Powell spoke, or possibly earlier. But basically you can see that big red candle, it tried going above the 9-day moving average, completely failed, and it just saw a huge candle towards the downside. And basically this is all due to because Jerome Powell said that these tariffs will most likely slow things down, as in their work that they're doing, trying to fix the economy in a way with their interest rates. So basically their hard work is kind of for nothing at this point, because if Trump is implementing these tariffs, their hard work all these, I guess, 4 years have been worth for nothing in a way. So we'll have to see what happens. Obviously, there is still, I guess, plans of hopefully, negotiations with China. If that does happen, that could be a huge positive catalyst for the overall market. Hopefully that does come sooner or later. Who knows, right? And then looking at the VIX, well, let's see on the 4-hour time chart. On the 4-hour time chart, today it tried breaking above the 9-day moving average, completely got rejected by it. So where do I see the VIX going from here? If we start seeing more negative catalysts regarding tariffs and just the overall economy, we could start seeing the VIX go up, and the overall stock market, the S&P 500 and other stocks start going down. Basically what the VIX is, it's basically a volatility indicator. Basically the VIX goes, when the VIX goes up, the stock market goes down, and when the stock market goes up, the VIX goes down. So basically they work vice versa. So that's something to keep in mind. And basically most of these Magnificent Seven stocks have been doing pretty horribly, honestly. You can see Google is still in a downtrend. Amazon is still in a downtrend. Microsoft, it looks like it, I don't know about Microsoft, to be honest, but because it managed to break over the 180/200-day moving average, and now it's below it. So if there's more negative news because of what's going on with chips and all that stuff, like semiconductor chips and all that stuff, this could negatively impact Microsoft in a way too, because they're starting to develop their own chips. Meta is still in a downtrend. Apple is still in a downtrend. Tesla is still in a downtrend. Nvidia definitely is in a downtrend. It looks like it tried breaking above the 9-day moving average today, and it got completely rejected by it. So like I said, if you guys want to look over some stocks, you can look over the Magnificent Seven. There is an April watch list that I have here, that if you guys want to take a look over them, it's called I have these stocks on my watch list. First one is Bank of America, Google, Salesforce, Broadcom, Novo, Oracle, Taiwan Semi, Apple, Tesla, and Nvidia. Those are the stocks that I'm currently watching for this month and keeping a close eye on these. So that is pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did well. Like I said, if you guys want to learn how to trade options, purchase my ebook located at worldly41.gumroad.com. If you're looking for stocks to screen that are at a high or at a low, use finviz.com. And if you're looking for volatile options or options with volume, use barchart.com. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, take care. And this is not financial advice. As always, take care. Bye.